All right, you got two comic books here. You've got Symbiote Spider-Man, number 5, and you've got Amazing Spider-Man, number 27. Now, usually on a week like this, because we had 3 Spider-Man comics come out, we had Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which I gave its own video because it's the Tom Taylor dumpster fire. And then we have the one everyone cares about, Amazing, and then a fun side book. This one, however, some cracks are showing with old Nick Spencer here. I'll get to that in a second. But you have the solid Symbiote Spider-Man book, which is very good. Now, the thing with this one is this is written and drawn by some old school cats, Peter David and Greg Land. Been around for a long time. I don't know what their ideologies are, but it doesn't seep into the book. It stays pretty straightforward. Maybe that's why Marvel doesn't hire these guys as much anymore, because they don't let that stuff seep into the book. And then you've got Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. Whereas as good as it's been, the cracks are starting to show, and it looks like Nick Spencer's ideology is starting to get through. So I'll do a quick review of both of them. This one, I don't have much to say about Symbiote Spider-Man at this point. I've done like a bunch of videos on it. It was a mini series, though they say at the end of the book that Symbiote Spider-Man will return. I don't know. I doubt they'll turn this into an ongoing series. I know he's going to return. They're going to have an issue for Absolute Carnage. I'm not sure how that will fit in, but I'll probably pick it up. It's pretty much the end of the story. You had Spider-Man, the suit was taking him for a ride, and he was fighting Mysterio the whole time. Black Cat uses her bad luck powers on him to help Spider-Man win. That's it. Art's good, story's good. This is a really old school comic, to be honest. It takes place in the middle of a story that was already going on. So that's really it. As a quick review, it's good. At this point, I'm sure they're going to release a graphic novel. You got 5 issues. I would just pick that up. I'd pick the trade paperback up. I'm sure it'll be out real fast because Marvel just, if there's one thing they do, is pump things out. So I'm sure that the graphic novel will be out in like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. I'll pick it up. Then you have Amazing Spider-Man, and he's fighting the femmes, the feminist syndicate here, and I call them that because that's exactly what they are. And they're all mad at Boomerang because he hit on him. Now, it's actually kind of funny when they showed him hitting on him at the bar with no name. He's like doing the same thing. Hey, nice costume. Going up to all the girls at the bar, trying to, see which one he can hook up with. But, of course, that's shown that him be a sleazeball. That's just playing numbers. Really, that's just playing numbers. It's like if you go up and you approach 10 women, actually probably more like 100, and say, hey, you wanna go out sometime? One of them's gonna say yeah. That's just odds. One of them will say yes. That's just playing the numbers. It was exactly what Boomerang was doing. I don't know why that makes you sleazy. What are you supposed to do? Just not try and reproduce? Are you supposed to just not try to find a relationship then? I don't get this new NPC style of dating at all. I don't get it. But he was explaining heist to them because he thinks that they're there to rob that homeless shelter, and she's like, "Are you seriously trying to mansplain heist now? The feast center is not the target; it's Boomerang." And they capture him, and then at the end of the book, they go on about, they're going to be a serious organization now. And what are they going to do? And what do you think the real issue is? Why do they have issues and they want to team up so bad? Well, that's because they're tired of being put down by the patriarchy. So Alistair Smythe once corrected me on the theory of inherited clone memory. I wrote the theory of inherited clone memory. Rhino refuses to arm wrestle me. I think he's scared. And it's not just criminals. Hawkeye constantly hits on me while I'm trying to murder him. It's infuriating. And then they talk about how they're going to be a top organization by sticking together because they're whammons. Now, There's two things, and I'm not sure exactly what his angle is here, because in the first time they were introduced in Spider-Man 26. It seemed like they were like a parody of NPCs, and I still think they might be, maybe subtly. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see where this direction goes. But this would be the first time that this book, other than when they threw in that little line about what was it named? So Craven during the whole like Thunderdome thing going on in the last run, when they say like, oh, he was fighting toxic masculinity. This would be the first time this book has seeped through it. And one of the reasons that I thought these were two good comparisons is this book has none of that stuff. This book is starting to get through it. I don't know why Marvel and all of the comic book industry, well, I kind of do, but it seems like they just want to put this in everything now. And you wonder why you're losing boys to your books. Boys don't want to hear about mansplaining in their comics. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about fighting the patriarchy. That's not what boys want to read. That's why you're losing them. Anyway, like and subscribe, leave your comments, all that good stuff. And if you want my reviews, I'm saying I'm really iffy on Amazing Spider-Man now. I'm not sure. We'll see. But if this is going to go full Tom Taylor next to the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, then I'll be dumping it. We'll see where they go, though. I'm willing to wait, but damn, you took 27 issues to get your crap out there. I'm kind of impressed it took you that long. Anyway, we'll see you.